Hi there, this is H. Victoria Hagro Atkerson. I'm an author and a writer, and I'm here to tell you about my books. I have written 4 books that are in publication. I've written about 20 altogether, but I have 4 that are published. So here we go. Stones Along the Path, which is a marvelous love story about an African and an African-American who fall in love in Nairobi, Kenya. They get married. And we start out in this story talking about their breakup. And the drama begins because it's a bicultural, bicontinental relationship. And you really should not miss it. If you love romance, as I do, this is amazing because this guy, this African, he stalks her and convinces her to marry him, and their relationship goes viral from then on. It is amazing, amazing, okay? So take a look at this. Then we have Stones Along the Path Part 2, which takes us into the Kalahari as we explore the bush people who live in the rainforest, and they travel every year to the Kalahari, and they live between the two areas. And they also are the world's most perfect people because they use less of the world's resources than anyone else. They are environmentally perfect. You must take your time and read about them and, just talk them out. They have secrets to living on this planet that have not even been explored yet. These people are marvelous. Please, please take a look at this book. And in your spare time, go to the library and take some books out about the Bushmen and learn something really terrific about our environment. They know everything. Really great stuff. Now, next week, we're going to be talking about my 3rd book, which is Walking Among the Kudzu. And this is about an adolescent who falls into foster care. And she learns the meaning of family. And she also learns that family does not always mean that you're biologically connected. So this is an amazing book because the characters in it are vivid, they are warm, they are diverse, and they are just plain old down home funny. The bulk of the story, it starts in Chicago and then it goes to Atlanta, Georgia. That's where the kudzu vines. And we explore this story in the backdrop of the civil rights movement. So please take a look at this. It's a great one. And the next one, which is my latest one, the latest one that I published, this is Buttermilk Bottom. This is a historical journey into the past of African Americans because in the South, this depicts the streets that many had to live on for many, many generations. This is one of the first communities that blacks moved into after the Civil War and after slavery. So historically, it's a wonderful trek into the past. It talks about life under the Jim Crow system, which was a legalized system of discrimination, sanctioned and approved by the government. So take a look at this. It's very important now for you to read this because of the Black Lives Matter movement. It talks a great deal about prejudice and hatred and all kinds of uncomfortable things, but it does so in a very, very human way. And it's also full of humor because I love to laugh, so I like to write about things that are funny. But you would love some of these characters because you would never see them anywhere else, and you're going to love it. You're going to love this. It has blues singers, number writers, you name it, they're in here. Prostitution, overzealous ministers, I mean, it has everything. So take a look at this and experience this with us, okay? Now, here we go. When I woke up today, or this afternoon, because I write at night, so when I woke up this afternoon, I got a call from one of my older sisters. She was very upset with me because I said that Shaw Temple AME Zion Church was my old church or my ex-church, and she wanted me to correct that. It is my home church. So people, Shaw Temple AME Zion Church is my home church. Okay, Manny? And that's not enough. She also wanted me to show you the entire t-shirt. I only showed you a portion of it last night because I thought that showing the name would be sufficient, but guess what? It's not. So here we go. We're going to look at the entire shirt that says the Love Doves. It has a dove, a peace sign on it, and it also has the church's name, which is Shaw Temple AME Zion Church. Now, if you want to do some down home worshiping and enjoying a wonderful fellowship with people, I will tell you, go to this church. They're really cool. We have one of the best choirs in the world, and they have a new minister. I don't know his name. Maybe I should ask her. But anyway, he's a new minister, and he's very young, so I understand that he's marvelous. So I did a plug for you also, okay? Shaw Temple and the Love Doves. These are my friends. They are full of wonderful things. These are the most colorful women I've met in a long time. And they hang together. They meet frequently. Do all kinds of wonderful things. So hopefully I will be forgiven. Manny, happy now? Now, as you can tell, I came from a very strong, opinionated family. So no wonder my writing is crazy. Now, as promised, I have something to show you. This is the cover of my book. How about that? I love the colors. They're subtle, but they are absolutely fabulous. And that will be out. This book will be out in January. So celebrate with me as we bring this thing to fruition. I'm very excited about it. Very excited. I love it. My brother did it, and I think I told you once I was arguing with him about he wasn't doing it fast enough, but he was saying it was very emotional for him. Well, it took him I guess about 8 months, 9 months to actually conceive it and put it down. So I understand that because I went through the same process when I was writing it, but which took a lot longer. By the way, Lewis Charles Hargrove, it took me I suffered so much more than you did in writing and the research of this, because this stuff is heartbreaking. Slavery was slavery, and it was a torturous thing. So. But the book came out wonderfully, and I thank you publicly for doing such a marvelous job on my book cover. Guys, isn't it amazing? I love it. So we'll look for this in January, okay? Now, before you go, I want you to like my channel, and I want you also to subscribe, because that's very important to make sure I'm here a little longer to talk to you about my books and to talk about writing too, because I love inviting people into the process of writing. So please take a moment, like my channel, and subscribe to my channel. That's the most important thing. That's a guarantee that I'm going to be here. And then also check out my website, which is www.hvictoriahargrove.com. And thank you. It's been great talking to you. Take care.